Hello, hello. Well, we just got the ban list, which is really interesting. And as I was thinking about how to approach this, like because we have some changes to do. So let me put here. So basically, let me put it before the ban list. What was my best Infernoble variant? And I think it was something along these lines. But well, maybe just wait. 13 known engine without the poplar, without. No, wait. I should be here. Yeah, I think this is the one. Okay, yeah, this looks like the one. Let me turn on the comments here. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay. So, um, I gotta see what are the changes. So basically, everybody knew that Beatrice was going to zero. We were 50-50 on the Apollousa, but I was also suspicious about the Apollousa. And then I had no idea about Lacrima. I think that's the biggest surprise because, it's been like a live for a really a short time. Yeah. Hello, Shark. Yeah, I'm trying to solve the deck. I mean, this is just the day one, so let's see how much can I actually do. Wait a second. Let me share this link on the Discord in case more people join. One second, boys. One second. Si alguien me quiere hablar en español, por favor, coménteme en español y puedo cambiar de idioma. I was saying that if somebody wants to speak to me in English or Spanish, it's fine. Just say it and I can change my language real quick. I have no problem. Mm-mm. Yes. So I'm gonna read the comments here. Let's see. This just doesn't feel like Infernoble anymore. I mean, you have a point because Infernoble is not pure like for the longest time. We always have to readapt, and that means mixing with engines. But to be fair, like even the meta decks do that. Like you don't see Snake Eye without Finsmith, or without one. Like the idea of having the most competitive version of a deck is to use whatever tool is available, as long as you keep, let's say, the spirit of the deck. For me, Infernal Spirit revolves around using the combo with Angelica, Roland, Charles, ending on Charles, or well, the link one that is the upgrade on the end board, and start your hand with like Infernoble cards. Like sometimes you could start with zero Infernoble cards, but thanks to the extra deck, you can end on an Infernoble end board. The Charles, the gearfried, the Museum on board, the Angelic on board. Um, and sometimes it's vice versa. Like you open a lot of engine, and then your end board is nothing with the engine. I mean, not for Infernoble, but just in general. So I think as long as we keep something about Infernoble, that for me in Infernoble is like the end board and some of the engine pieces, like the fact that we have so many rotas, more than we need. You know that Infernoble could have like 15, 18 rotas if you want to max on Durendal and Maze Glory, but we don't do that. We just play the best rotas. That's why I cut it to even two museums because I think that was like the best approach. Anyway, let me read the comments again. Uh, So answering to that Infernoble doesn't feel Infernoble anymore. I think it depends for each person. For me, it's still Infernoble if I can achieve the Infernoble Envor. Infernoble Discord are babies. They clearly went around when this deck was on death's door. You mean when we got? I've been compiling a lot of information about Infernoble history for a video that maybe drop in months from now. It's gonna be like the complete story from beginning to the current moment. And yeah, the banlist sometimes hurt way more than now. Like most people remember that, oh, we got the biggest kill in the ban list when they banned Isolde. but maybe it was way earlier when we got Aurora Donban or Halki Band. Even before then, we got like a lot of hits. Let me check my my Excel because I have an Excel about this. I think it was 9 times that we got hit by the ban list. So just so we get more nostalgic and we can remember. Okay, so the first banlist hit with Infernoble was banning Jet and Olion. The second hit was banning Link Cross and Smoke Grenade. The third hit was banning VFD because yeah, we utilized VFD back in the day. I mean, gearfried is 9, Charles is 9, you know. The fourth hit was banning Aurora, which was like the biggest one at that time. Then the fifth hit was banning Halki. I'm talking about 2022. Then the sixth hit was, I mean, this is super small, but I consider it a hit. Like after banning Halki, the best variant for a while revolved around using Ignis, Ignite, using Diviner, um, Sprite Elf, Mikanko stuff. Like it was way more hybrid than this. But we got Elf Band, and that kind of hurt, but yeah, not too much. Then there was a ban list that helped, but just a little bit, like because there was a point in time where we had to play Ignis, the Draco Slayer. Let me put it in the screen. And when that happened, there was a ban list that got us triple Draco face off. Yeah, and that was like a boost, but yeah, it's not important in the grand scheme of things, but it happened. Then we got a ban list where we got yeah, Isolde band, which hurt a lot. But I am not sure if it hurt more than Halki and Auro. Like I think it's debatable. And then we got Fleur, Savage, and Linkuribo. I mean, Savage didn't matter, but Fleur and Linkuribo did. And now this one. Okay, I'm gonna read. There is more comments now. Yeah, I can grab one topic and be there for a lot of minutes. So let me read. Let me read you. You said, yeah. So basically, people are complaining about losing Apollousa now, which is it hurts, especially because of Nibiru. But we still have, as you probably already said in the comments, Caesar and Gearfried, which are like probably the two best ways to beat Nibiru for Infernoble. Yeah, I'm not sure if we have to go both ways, maybe only one, maybe only Gearfried. I have to evaluate Caesar viability, but is there? Like, don't ignore it. Caesar we go instead of Apollousa. Like that's an option, but the problem could be if then people start using hand traps, ignoring Caesar. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna like ignore Caesar and then use the other hand traps in the rest of the combo. Yeah. But with Infernoble, I think that's kind of cool. Like if they, I don't know, save the Ash for Angelica first effect, okay, we still have a lot of museums. If we are using like the Dempsey, they imperm, okay, a lot of rotas to keep searching. So I think we can kind of solve that problem, but yeah, we have to evaluate. Um, I'm not saying the list is bad at all. It just feels less and less like Infernoble. I mean, depends. Like I'm not telling you, okay, from because of this ban list, we have to take out 5 more Infernoble cards. So I don't think it's gonna be less Infernoble. Like I mean, not yet. It's Infernoble in spirit. Finsmith feels bad now in Infernoble. I mean, now debatable. Like the idea is that usually this guy was a link 4 material. I'm pretty sure without this guy it's just a link 3 because you can still get 2 of these guys. You can still summon this, and this can still be a +1 maybe. Let me check the materials of the other guy. Finsmith, disarray. The thing with disarray is that like we don't even need him in the end board. Oh, he's one negate, but I mean we already have Gearfried and Charles. Like back in the day, I mean before this ban list, I was not playing disarray, and I think the best way to approach Infernoble was without disarray because it's not solving a new problem. But now we may have to play him not because of the negate, but because of the link line. So let me see how viable it's going to be to just use this guy on him because he requires 3 materials. And let's recap. The combo usually do Graver, Larry, uh, the Link one, 3 fins, getting another one from the deck, that's 4 fins. And then you can revive the Finsmith by shuffling one. So now you have 3 fins in circulation. And then you put 2 in the graveyard, the 2 level 6 to make the sequence. And then sequence, yeah, you have 3. So I think we can summon this guy because he says engraver and 2 light fins. Yeah, yeah. I think that's doable. Like of this guy, we can get a link 3 instead of a link 4 now. And then why is that useful? I mean, if we want to use the Caesar, we probably ignore the link 2. And then we just use 2 Finsmith into Caesar and then maybe use any Rhoda into Upper and be fine. However, the other approach would be like if you have, let's say, an Ogier. Uh, if this guy means link 3, this guy means Promethean. And that means you could do something. I'm not saying this is optimal, I'm just saying that it has kind of synergy having a 1 card Promethean because just by summoning Ogier Mil Ricardero, like that's an Infernoble combo right there. So yeah, I'm not denying or confirming that Sphinx is still the way to go. I'm saying I still see the synergy without Apollousa. Of course, it's less. Let me keep reading now. Where was I? I may recharge out of you to help. Reach to help you craft a list for an invitational. Ed Robinson. Hey, hi Ed, I remember you. Yeah, sure, sure. We can work it out. Yeah, like I'm telling you, I still have to evaluate some stuff, but I don't think it's the end of the world. That's my point. I still looking for soldiers have at least got limited. Yeah, I will take this list as opposed to before we had link charts and now we are copying with the pendulum, and we were max copying with the pendulum engines. I think it's different because the pendulum engines were like really bad, let's say, going second, like you needed multiples to achieve something. And this is still like a link tree, this is still a push, this is still like if you play this engine, is it gonna have some benefits that playing pendulum back in the day didn't have. Like it has more value in itself. I mean, that's what I think. mm, let's see, smoke grenade I consider Verte a small ban as well. Yeah, Verte Anaconda. A hit for Infernoble? Not sure, because I think Bertie was not the way to go for Infernoble. Like it was an option, but I think you were totally fine without Bertie. But yeah, I can't recall right now. I'm gonna have to check. But good idea. I'm gonna check Bertie to see the options. What about playing a 60 card pile with grass to get combo piece engraved? Okay, so that's really interesting that we got grass. So, fun fact, I own triple copies of grass because I played this card at 3 before it got banned. Why? Because I was doing a mad Dark Warrior combo with the PKs, the Phantom Knights, and the Silent Swordsman. Man, I love the Silent Swordsman. So, yeah, I was actually like playing this engine. And I was trying to grass mill this card and then also use like empowerment to cause this. It was just fun. It was before I was competitive. I was just I loved grass for that reason. Milling this, milling PK effects, milling fairy tale snow. But at one, it totally means like first it totally means you have to play 60. Then it means you have to search this. So probably people are gonna do stuff like I don't know, checking which card search grass. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that. Wait, that's another link. I'm gonna search. There are links that tell you um, how to search this. I think I have it here. Okay, it's searched by Dark Sage. Yeah, this. Sorry, at left arm offering. Yeah, like if you play left arm offering, it's still like uh, just 4 copies, basically. So I'm not sure how consistent is to use these other search methods, but maybe there is a world where you just play 4 copies of grass and call it a day, thanks to the offering, which is like super painful against Ash. That's what I remember, because I also play like triple copies of left arm offering. Uh, yep, I don't know. For Infernoble, I have no idea if this is the way to go. Probably not. Yeah, pretty sure not. But it's just so fun to have grass back. I remember it was doing a huge boost for like rogue decks to be able to compete with meta decks. Just like if you were a rogue deck, but resolve grass and mill and got like a +5, +6 in the graveyard, then like you have more tools against meta decks. So that's cool. Anyway, getting out of topic now. So grass for Infernoble, probably not. Like we don't even benefit that much of the in the graveyard. Caesar isn't an option because I am not picking Finsmith cards. I mean, it's always an option in DB where it's free, but in real life, yeah. I mean, if you can't afford it, then yeah, sure, ignore it. Ignore that, and then your only auto hand drops is just engine and gearfried, which I don't think is bad, but then you probably have to play it more differently. Maybe with, I don't know, more uppercutters with what's the name? Flame Swordsman, or maybe just more purish with triple gearfried. Up to you. Uh, well, what else? What else? Novel variants with Swordsman are my favorite. Trust. I mean, yeah, trust can get you grass as long as you get hand wrap. So that could be an option. Like you could have up to 7 searchers for grass. Again, not for Infernoble. So let me just take that out of the way. Um, about the Flame Swordman, say all you want about how casual it is and not competitive. But I think it's cool the fact that this guy gets you double Book of Moon. Like if you use him and ignore the extender, then you are just getting the 2 traps, which is cool. Like if you use this and then any searcher into your node and just try to do a basic combo and then get Nibiru, like just because you got the double trap, you have still a solid plan B. Like you can do a double Book of Moon and then this gets you the setup for the pop. So that's like 3 interruptions. Uh, Ignoring if your Infernoble combo resolves or not. Of course, the bad part is playing the bricks. Like you don't want to draw these or the traps. But there is that. Like it's cool. I mean, it's so cool to break like pop a flat gate going second using Fire and Flame Sword. When I play this variant, that's the part that I love the most. Using sword to get rid of stuff because usually we didn't have rotas that said pop one, but that's what I like the most about this engine. Anyway, going back to the comments, there is a world where the runic and silent work together. I mean, maybe, but remember that silent swordman says like you out me, and then I can get you the level 7. And level 7 says you should not play runics because I'm gonna negate them. Yeah, so that's contradictory, but whatever. The playmat behind me. Oh yeah, it's kind of cool. It's just an Infernoble playmat for 2 players. It was a gift. Yeah. So losing Apollousa sucks because it feels like most of the side engine like Vanquish don't do much. There is not much build towards before Infernoble plays. I mean, the Vanquish or Upper still do the job of getting you engine through Banshee Poplar or through Dempsey. So you still have the option to make Infernoble combos. Yeah, what you're losing is having the gearfried resilience. Now, when your Infernoble combo gets stopped, usually with the extender you can freestyle your way into it unless it's nip. So yeah, for me the real problem is nip because when you get stopped in the Infernoble combo, as long as you freestyle smart, you're still doing interruptions. Like they negate Angelica, okay, you have figure a way to put a tuner, maybe banish Ricardero from the graveyard, summon any of these guys, make this guy. Or maybe just hard make Roland and then summon Charles, like freestyle into Princess to get your plus a revival. Like there is ways unless you get Nip. So my only issue is Nip, and my only answers are play Flame Swordman and use this guy to get you the two traps, or use Fiendsmith to set up Caesar, or use Infernoble to set up Gearfried. Which, fun fact, actually with Fiendsmith, you pseudo set up Gearfried. Like, depends in the hand, it's freestyle. I'm not talking about a one card combo, but you can do something like Link Climb into Promethean, and then, like, at some point, normal summon the Ogre, mill the Gearfried, and then, like, before Promethean revive Gearfried, you can do something like revive Engraver, equip any of these guys to Engraver, and then Promethean revive Gearfried, so you summon Gearfried with an equip. And then, of course, you need a like maybe it's a trigger combo what I'm talking about. I'm not saying it's optimal. I'm just telling you there is synergy there. Like if then you have a way to Angelica, that's really cool. And of course, that's gonna bait an Ibiro. Like if you have this setup, if you reach to a Promethean and a Fiendsmith with an equip, and then they have to need you before you use Promethean effect, which I think is nice. But then you get the token, and then yeah, maybe you would have you would need an extender like a witch or whatnot. Uh, Flame Swordman will get support in OCG. Is that a fact? Shark TCG? Like it's going to get support? Really? I was not aware of this. Or it's like, oh, it may get support. Flame Swordman. Wait. Like, like not yet, but if it gets support, like, of course we are gonna have to review that. Because I'm telling you, if you're gonna beat this, I don't know how bad it is, but like using this to get you two traps works. Like because that means three interruptions. But of course, this means compromising your extra deck. This means playing some bricks in the main deck that you don't ever want to draw. So maybe a 60 card version with grass and this. So because it's 60, you open this and the traps less often. Maybe could do something. I'm not sure. I'm just throwing out ideas. Like this is the day zero of the banlist or day one. I may be leaning towards the Flamestorm energy and running 3 talents and 3 crossout. Yeah, like crossout still a 3. And then we may have to play the crossout yes or yes because of the mul charm. Like when this card gets legal, of course we want the crossout, the ash, the cold light to counter it. Uh, I also had my other line of play. I had a combo that I may be able to show you now, and it was like a 2 card combo that ended on 7 interruptions and letting the opponent with 8 cards, I think. So they only draw two out of this guy. Why? Because we were doing a lot of stuff, like they were getting a bunch of draws, but then we were reducing the end board to just Charles and Apollousa. And we had in the graveyard a trap that says pop. It is like a Fiendsmith trap. Yeah, this one. So the setup was to end on this pop, a Apollousa of 3 negates, that's 4 interruptions, and then the Charles, which is a negate and a pop, that's 6, a Promethean 7. I think, yeah, those 7. So it was 7 interruptions, but our end board was exactly Charles Apollousa. No other card, no Museum, no Angelica, no equips, but we had the pop. It was big rain. But yeah, it was 7 interruptions. The opponent only drew 2 cards at the end because then they have to shuffle randomly. So it was a really solid plan B against Mulcharmy if they are on a board breaker approach. Because we were still making them draw like 14 times. So if they were playing hand traps, then yeah, they probably stopped that cute combo. But if they had board breakers, then in the end phase they shuffle everything and they only drew like 2 extra, so 2 cards extra. So that means 8 cards. And of 2 cards from our part, we were ending on 7 interruptions. plus the other three in hand that we were hoping that it was not engine. I'm telling you all about this because that game plan is doesn't work anymore without Apollousa. So such a shame. I'm gonna show you the combo now because there is no point in gatekeeping an impossible combo. But yeah, that was only for coaching. Let me read you once again. TCG exclusive archetypes always get support when they are get released in OCG, like Ashen and Tistina. I had no idea, so that's good. Let's hope they get Flame Swordsman tomorrow, because we want the more carpool we can choose from, the better. Me preguntan en español. Sorry. They ask me in Spanish. Do you have one card combo? Uh, do you have a one card combo that's wait? ¿Cómo una carta? Do you have a one card combo about gearfried that you consider almost as efficient as Finsmith or Caesar? Ok, me estabas preguntando si tengo un combo de una carta de Gear para poner a Gearfried en campo con un equipo, me imagino, que sea tan eficiente como Finsmith Caesar. No, no, para nada. So my answer is basically no. I don't think there is a one card combo to set up Gearfried just like that. I don't think there is. I think it requires more setup. But I think it's fine because the idea is not always to have a one card combo that puts a negate and then combo. You could do it both ways. You could have a two card combo that puts a negate and combo, you know? Doesn't have to be separate necessarily. Y en español, no hay un combo de una carta para poner a Gearfried, pero no creo que es el fin del mundo, porque bien podrías tener una carta que te da un negador, como puede ser Apollousa antes o César ahora, y luego otra carta que sea one card combo, o que sea un combo de una carta como, no sé, Uppercutter, pero también puedes hacerlo de la manera que siempre hacemos. En vez de que estén separadas, solo busca combos de dos cartas que te dan Gearfried y a la vez combo. Como ya existe Ogier Renault, Ogier Museo, Ogier Durendal. No digo que sea en un FTK, pero digo, o sea, Gearfried creo que es más orientado a los combos de dos, tres cartas. Es lo que es. Y no es el fin del mundo que tengas un combo de dos cartas que te dan negador y combo. Como sí lo puede hacer un combo de una carta que te da negador, un combo de una carta que te da combo. Espero que se entienda. Okay, yeah, so basically, Ogier Renault or Ogier Durendal or Ogier Museum is still Gearfried plus combo. Okay, that's all I had to say about that topic. Have you seen the OCG promo card Flame Tongue? Is that real? Oh, I remember this guy. Yeah, I never found him useful. Like, let's be real. This guy protecting back row, like our interruptions are not in the background. Uh, wait a second. I'm gonna put you here so I can read you better. Yeah, our interruptions were like in the end board, in the front row. And then this giving us grind game. I never find this as needed. Never found it as needed. I think it's cool. Maybe if you wanna like link climb into Promethean. Like if you have three bodies, maybe you just make this guy get a +1 and then make Promethean. Like, you could. I don't think it matters too much. Like he's not solving any problem right now, but cool to keep an eye on him so you don't forget his existence, like I just did. Mm, yeah, Finsmith worth playing anymore, or we gotta search for better options. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, just said Shark TCG. Okay, let me tell you this. Finsmith gets you something like it's a one cross Caesar. So like Finsmith and any road is still combo protecting from Nip. But then you get hand drop and at any other point you probably need like a third card to solve the issue. So you could play like this with the Finsmith. Then what else? If you want to set up gear fit more often, you probably want to do something like let me put it here. First of all, let me take all the non-engine. I don't think it's helping. Like we are just labbing ideas at this point. The most consistent way to set up a gear fleet is for sure, I don't know, something like this. And then there be nuts. Like just spamming the combination of cards that get you gear fit plus combo, which I'm not sure what's the best ratio to do that. I'm not saying this is the way to go by any means. I'm just telling you this is how it would probably look like. I mean, maybe even Max on Durendal. At this point, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna put all of the cards that could allow you to get all year Renault combinations. Yep. So there we go. That's what you could put in your deck to have more odds to get gear all year Renault. Maybe even Upstart, but yeah, whatever. So I don't know if the deck would be good enough if you max out on some of these cards. I'm not telling you to put all of them. So we would have to think how consistent would you make the deck. My problem with this approach, uh, breaking on Ogier, you probably caught the upper spiral at that point, because if you would have to commit to Ogier being the normal summon of choice. You probably have to. Mm, you know what? Let me think about this. You probably have to play over 40 because there's a lot of cards. Again, you don't have to put them all. Maybe the set rotation and chicken game is a bit too much. Maybe the Durandal as well. Maybe even the small world prosperity. I mean, it's just consistency. But then the Renotes and Terraforming Museum for sure. That's probably what I would do if I wanna set up a gear feed more often. But surely that's good enough. Like of course, having gear feed on the end board, way better than having Caesar in turn 0. Because he's for NIP and he's for everything but Imperm. There's a big difference. Uh, but, but there is a but. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I'm telling you, this is they zero. I have to evaluate ratios, check the consistency, check like if I max on the gear free approach, should I still play Finsmith and want it? Because don't get me wrong, this is still powerful engines, you know? Like if I wanna set up gearfried, sometimes I'm gonna have to Ogier mill gearfried, and this guy accessing Promethean to revive gearfried and setting up gearfried that way. That may be a thing. So maybe he still has synergy with gearfried, not only Caesar. But then let me complete the engine because now we had to play this survey. Like we had no choice. And then when he touches the graveyard, what happened? You can target and send. Okay, that could trigger Angelic at some point. No idea. Let me read you once again. Will you consider Snake Eye? No, like I never liked the idea of summoning Ash, get Imperm, and now you need two extenders to make Angelica. That's the basic idea that I have. Now that Ash is at 1, any variant with the Snake Eye would probably mean searching to this guy or summon him of OSS or Bonfire. And then he searched what one popular. I mean, yeah, I don't see it. I don't see the synergy now. Now it's even less synergy than before. Yeah, I don't see a point. This live stream, yeah, it's gonna be saved here. Don't worry. Just as the previous one, it's already saved. so you can watch while I big brain while I think on stuff. You know what? I'm gonna show you the combo right now on the stream. The combo that I told you about that now is illegal because of the Apollousa hit. That it was supposed to suit a bit Fubaros. Just so you see that I'm not kidding when I tell you that in the lab I do some amazing stuff. Like I'm really proud of this combo, and of course I was never gonna show it to you like in public, only in coachings until it got hit. So now it's free for all to check to check. So give me a second so I can find the link. All right. Where can I find the link? Give me a second. Give me a second. I think my link was right here at some point. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. I'm trying to search the link. Should be here at some point. I have it on a Discord server, a secret one. Wait a second. Oh, sorry, I went too far in my history. Where is it? Where is it? Where is my combo? Okay, wait a second. Okay, I think I found it. Yeah, I totally found it. So now I'm just gonna copy link. I'm gonna put it here so everyone can watch it. Now that it is no longer a viable thing. Uh, oh wait, I lost it again. Damn, one second, one second. Mm. I'm also gonna put the link in the Discord server, so I encourage you to join it. To join. Okay, okay. The new Max C. Okay, I'm going back to you. I can read you now. Now I'm gonna open the Discord. Show you the combo. Where is my combo? Where is my combo? Yep, here. Oh, did you say anything? For the Lord, the horse no. Renault Sword's name is Flamberge. Coincidence? I don't think so. I have no idea about the lore of Infernoble. Okay, but pay attention. Okay, all we really needed was yeah, Finsmith Museum. That's everything. Out of these guys, super cool thing. So we were doing just the standard Finsmith at first, because if you wanna do Finsmith, you should use it early so you know, Lurry avoid bestials because you have no monster on board. And we leave it there. I think now we get the normal summon, and it's not boxers, it's just straight up Infernoble. We get the popular, the OSS, we extend the plays. Now we get Lacrim and Feed Me. This is, I think, a standard to a certain degree. Beatrice, milling this, that's like a little bit weird, but that's the idea of setting up interruptions without leaving cards on board to play around the maxi, the new maxi. Now we were using these guys to make the SP to revive Banshee, not to keep it at the end, just to link climb. So we are doing Promethean now, another interruption that doesn't have to be on board. Now we cost the Promethean, and I think we don't use Ricardero effect yet. Yeah, now we use those three bodies to make the Apollousa. And the cool part was that if you got any extra body, like if any of your other three cards was like an extender, you just put it at some point, and then this 3 mana Apollousa was a 4 mana Apollousa. So that you could utilize anybody to make more interruptions. That was cool. Uh, and now the Poplar put the Ricardero here. So again, like say all you want that, oh, this is not Infernoble, but man, we are cooking with Infernoble. Now the museum summon the Poplar. Sorry, the Ricardero. Now we use the effect to revive. And now we already have enough for the charts. We just go into Angelica, get pluses, get the Almaze. Now we, as you saw, with Turpin trigger Angelica. Now this is interesting. We mill Roland, and you're gonna tell me, hey, but if you set up Angel Ring stays on the end board, and that's another draw for the opponent. But we don't do exactly that. We're actually gonna use Almaze to get Roland to the hand. And why? Because he is the reason that we can get a pop in the opponent's turn without having anything here. I mean, you could also use the Roland, but like, you have both options. Oh no, sorry, my bad. He's the reason that you can clear your board. So yeah, I'm telling you, this combo is complex. As you saw, you equipped him there, uh, and then you use the effect of the second museum. Try to revive Charles, and then you use Charles Link to negate your own museum because he doesn't have to negate the opponent. He can negate your own cards. So with him, you negate your museum, you cost your Charles, you are clearing your board so you don't have a lot of cards in the end board. And trust me, stuff like this could come up when the Maxi comes up, even if there is no Apollousa. And then you get Angelica. And how do you avoid the pop? I mean, the draw by using this guy on Angelica. So he's equipped on Angelica, and now he pops Angelica alongside Roland. And now Roland in the end phase get you something. Do you know what's gonna get you? Whatever you want, but could be an equip, so you don't have to wait for the pop and then negate. You could just negate straight away. This is just an example. Could be follow up. So with this sequence, as I'm gonna put on the screen, you have the pop, what's this? A pop? Uh, the send, so that's 3 interruptions, the negate 4, and this 7. 7 interruptions with just two cards on board. That's cool. That's like not the end of the world. Okay, yeah, that was the combo line. Now you know it. Now, but without the Apollousa, it's no longer doable. You can achieve similar stuff, without Beatrice, this is not doable as well. So yeah, it's just a dream that never came true. Let me read you. Can the Finsmith be exchanged with Necroquip? Uh, oh, I see what you mean. Maybe we can. Okay. I was thinking that sequence says summon a Finsmith, but no, it just summons a Fin. Okay. We don't have to play this, sorry. Okay, it can be any fusion. Okay, so using him to link climb, it's easier than I thought. So we gotta do is check on. Wait a second. Check on Finn's fusion. Okay, so I think he was an obvious choice before. Also the Necroquip. Where is Necropip here? But maybe there what any other of these guys is an option that I'm just not thinking about right now. So Jason said that was a super cool combo, sincerely. Yeah, thanks, Jason. As you see, uh, I am not the Infernoble guy for a reason. Like, I actually take my time to perfect some combo lines. But yeah, as you see, there is a reason of why that was a secret because I invested so much of my time and knowledge to try to figure out that. Uh, but now it doesn't have value. So now I feel a little bit sad, but no, it's fine. I just have to keep loving more combos without the Apollousa. Okay, so any of these two guys could be useful. Let's see. You don't play connector with the Finsmith engine. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm gonna play Finsmith right now, you know? And if we play Finsmith, yeah, may connector may not be the way to go. Because now Finsmith doesn't get you full combo. So you probably want your normal summon to get you closer to Angelica. However, there is one thing that Finsmith is really cool. Finsmith is gonna get us, wait for it, how I met your mother reference, uh, Lacrima, I mean the main deck. And this is nice because with this you can still combo thanks to, I mean, Angelica is 1 plus 4. With Lacrima, the Finsmith engine is gonna get you a 4. And then you still have your 1-8 engine to get you a 1 that could be a tuner. So then that's a way to get Angelica. So when this card comes out, we most likely play it if we are playing the Finsmith engine. Okay? Just so you know. But that's gonna come out in October, I believe. So we still have to wait. Now, I'm just checking that if we play Finsmith, to make it a link tree, I mean, to get the most out of this engine, we have to choose one of these guys. So, I mean, I think he's a +1. If you play a Finsmith that allows you to +1. Um, I remember there was one, a chaos something, but I think that's a hardcore brick. Yeah, a betrayer. So I would like to see if there is another fiend that could actually be useful. And what's useful for me? Maybe a level 1 free extender or a level 4 free extender, you know? Pieces to get you Angelica. If there is something like that, that is like a free special summon. I mean, but that do something in the graveyard because this he doesn't summon, he doesn't search, he mills. And after milling, he also says you can banish and revive. So he still allows us to climb even more. Yeah, like if we make this guy, Finsmith is getting you a link 1, but then he revives, so that's a link 2. And now if he gets you an extender, he's by itself a link 3. So that's a lot of value. And remember, why do we want value without Apollousa? Well, basically, Promethean. And because if we still have Angelica somehow, we can freestyle better into any interruption that is not Nibiru. Yeah, that's it. And also we could make the Caesar. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons. So now let me check if there is any useful fiend. It probably has to say graveyard in the description, like somebody that self revive. You know, this did that if you have a DD. So no, never mind. Uh, no, when it's meal, something that does something when it gets meal, that gets as a value. Or you could just summon this guy and not mill anything. I mean, or just mill your engraver for more follow up. And then just utilize the fact that he can revive. That could be a thing. Yeah, because I'm not sure if we're gonna find a good Finsmith to mill of either, to be honest. Like because it will have to be something good in the graveyard that also is good to draw. And I don't think there is such a card. Uh, the new Finsmith. Yeah, there's probably not a card to do that. It's okay. I made up my mind. If we play either, we don't play any specific fiend for the effect. We just mill engraver. Okay? Stay with me on that. Uh, there is a way to desiree, maybe, but like I told you before, we don't need desiree. You already have one, two, three negates, and then even the monster negates. So you don't need desiree. However, we have a lot of monster negates thanks to Apollousa. I'm just thinking about Apollousa as the end board playing to hand drops card, but it's also the end board itself card. Now without Apollousa, gearfried is the only monster negate, and that's kind of scary. So maybe Desiree, again, if we play Finsmith, makes more sense. So we have more than one negate. The other way to interact with monsters is with the pops. I mean, the SP Vanish, the pop, the Charles Pop, but that's not exactly a monster negate, is it? But yeah, without the Finsmith, because I'm just talking as if this was cheap, but this is probably super expensive. I don't even own Finsmith in real life right now. But if I decide this is the optimal way to go, I'm just gonna have to buy them before any event that I have. But without them, to move forward without Finsmith, I think the only approach is just Gearfree Turbo or Flame Swordsman, play bricks, but let your little fighting get you double Mook of Moon. Yeah. And of course, if he gets hand drop, then you just bait a hand drop and you extend it into Angelica. But if they let you go with this is a double Book of Moon, which is nice. It's just a shame that the traps and these are bricks. I already explained this before, but this trap could be an extender. All you gotta do is use it as cost for witch, because then this touches the graveyard and it says, banish me, I can give you a free body. Not a useful body to make Angelica, just a body to link climb to breakboards, to make an SP. Because the requirements are there. The requirement is the Salamander that you had to meet Salamander to search this, and then any Fire Warrior that your whole deck is Fire Warriors. So yeah, it's really cool that this brick could be an extender if you use it properly, but it requires setup. And then the other two are just bricks going second. So that's what I hate about this engine. Um, yeah, but I will probably still test it a bit just to see how effective is Double Book of Moon into the upcoming meta. Like against Tempai, I'm pretty sure we can avoid a lot of OptiKs with Double Book of Moon. Mm, what's my next event that I plan on attending? Well, I have a regional tomorrow, but I decided to not go because of the new ban list. Like when they announced the regional and I was making up my schedule, I was like, the ban list could come up 1 or 2 weeks before, so I don't want to prepare and then maybe they change the rules. It happened to me. I remember back in the day when I went to my first national, we got Aurora Don banned, like not kidding, 1 week before, and like it got effective 1 week before. So I only had like 4 or 5 days to prepare to change into a Kali Yuga build. Uh, so I didn't want something like that to happen to me again. So I decided to not go to my regional that is tomorrow, and also with the previous ban list. Uh, yeah, I don't want to get Beatrice FTK again. So my next event after that, actually, I have no idea. Maybe in November, in October, but I don't remember exactly when. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check up my options. Is there in any world where you see us playing Adventure Engine? Ah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Adventure. Getting grief on Rider to negate Nibiru. Losing harder to Droll. If Droll is not in the format, then this is not a problem. and then the Yogi loses value. We probably don't play upper cutter. Hmm. And then we play two bad cards. Could be an option. The thing is, however, yeah, I'm not so sure. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Like Finsmith just feels like like a modern, more powerful version of adventure. But Finsmith now only means Caesar, and Caesar is not the same as Griffon. Like negating Nip or Gamma is by no means, or Bestials is by no means similar to just negating an Imperm, a Nash, a Baylor. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to evaluate. Adventure Engine may be a way to go. Yeah. That could also be the grass variant. You know what? I'm gonna make a grass variant just for fun. And that's probably going there. Just we fit the 60 card and because this is nice to mill. So yeah, good idea, good idea. Yeah, if you have any other idea or think thought about the ban list, you please put it in the comments or just DM me on Discord, please. Yeah. What else should I tell you now? Yeah, I'm gonna evaluate the gearfried, the pure gearfried variant, and of course, because Finsmith is not easy to afford, and most people that buy Finsmith they are gonna want to use it on the Snake Eye but I understand. I don't think it's gonna be a popular option, but if it's ending up being the better Infernoble option, of course I'm gonna have to play this. Um, but then I'm gonna show you maybe a video with the just Gearfree Turbo, a video with the Flame Swordsman, and then what else? Yeah, a fun version with the grass probably. Because yeah, that's really fun. Like I have a lot of emotion for the grass. I'm also gonna have to get my grass and sell them because yeah, grass is fun, but I'm not gonna play grass in real life, and I have three, so I should just sell them now that they got more value. I think. What else? What else? The Adventure Synchron. Ah, yeah, yeah. I forgot about the cute Synchro. Uh, what was his name though? I forgot it. Yeah, the mini power tool. The mini power tool. Ah, Revolution. Yeah, yeah. Like if we use him to get Crystal Wing, again, Crystal Wing, now it seems better than before because I'm telling you, we are lacking monster negates. One Gearfried is not enough. So maybe a Griffon Rider, a Crystal Wing, they all of a sudden look like they are solving more problems now than before. Before they didn't feel as needed. So yeah, I'm gonna evaluate them. Maybe I'm not gonna make a video if I just decided that it's not the way to go, but they exist. Yeah. Um, yeah. Like if you have the if you have those engines, just please try it out. I'm not telling you like if I tell you X variant is the way to go, I'm not telling you that any other variant sucks. Like just try them out, please. I'm pretty sure they can get you similar outcome. Like Infernoble has always been that if you go first and beat a couple of hand traps, you win. I think you can do that with a lot of different variants. Mm, yeah, I think it's trying to solve going second to have either have more non-engine room or to have the best engines that pushes through boards. That's probably what I'm gonna analyze most. Yeah, like if we keep the Finsmith engine, then the extra deck is as tight as ever. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check if it's worth playing these two, maybe only one. Now I'm gonna make an example of what if no Finsmith at all. Well, if there is no Finsmith, like if you can afford it, whatever, or maybe I decided that it is not the way to go. Now we have to check. Okay, more on Gearfried or Crystal Wing or Griffon. Uh, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna clear the extra deck just to put just to put I want to list. I want to the list of options. So to replace the Apollousa. So it's these two guys and cross out. And then we also decided that it was worth considering the revolution. I'm gonna put him alongside the crystal wing because crystal wing without context looks weird. Yeah, he leading to him, and then what else? The Griffin Rider. Yep, there is that. Because I'm gonna have to check not only to beat Nibiru or to beat Henrod, but also to have a solid endboard. Like having another way to negate monster effects, I value that a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, of course, we also have to analyze in today's meta is the way to go still hand traps or maybe board breakers? Because without Beatrice, a lot of bullshit is like banned. I think they also addressed gimmick pack pet. I'm not sure if they can still FTK. I have no idea at all. I'm just gonna say maybe they can FTK of two card combos now. Somebody tell me please in the comments if Gimmick Puppet can still FTK of one card. I hope not. Yeah, but this is the solution. Basically, these five routes. Like we are always playing gearfried. We are probably always playing cross out, especially after the maxi. But then we have to evaluate if we play one, two, or these guys. Ah, and the Flame Swordsman, I forgot. Yeah, the Flame Swordsman is a way to beat Nibiru with the traps, okay? The traps are the one that shine when that happens. Yeah, by having double Book of Moon that doesn't target, that's impressive. And then using what they give you to set up the pop. So it's actually like three interruptions. Yeah, with the ultimate. Ah, so that's cool. There is that. Yeah, so it's like we are for sure playing these two, and then we have to evaluate if Finsmith or if Griffon or if Flame Servant or if Crystal Wing Adventure. Yeah, I think that's it. Um, because what else do we have to evaluate? Like anything else is probably just not worth it. I mean, I'm thinking about a way. I just hate it. I just think it's too bad. But that would be super heavy with the trap tricks, with the trap. Yeah, no. You know what? I'm not even gonna put it here. But now the extra deck is kind of generic. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna put access code to reevaluate and cut Depsium and as well. But this is probably the extra deck you always play no matter the variant, which is yeah, this card. No matter the variant, you probably play this. And now about the one at witch, I think no matter the variant, you still play these five if you can afford them. Like it's just broken, still has synergy. I don't think there is a problem with this. I mean, if we max out on the gear-free approach, this may be bad because you cannot get Renault here and be a tuner. So like maybe if you cut this 5 for these searchers to increase consistency on the gear-free loop, not loop, sorry, the gear-free access, maybe you cut this, but I have my suspicion that may not be the best. We probably still keep the one it no matter what. I mean, again, if you can afford it, maybe you just play this in every variant, and it's just a powerful. It's just powerful point black. What else? What else? Mm, I think that's it. I'm gonna include the Roland in the side deck just so we don't forget. Like now we have to evaluate again playing through hand traps, whatever, but also the end board. Like when I lost Baron the floor, when we lost, sorry, I immediately consider maybe even maining this guy just because the Baron could be a third spell negate, and without him, this could be a third spell negate. Then I came to the conclusion that no, we just side this. Now we have to evaluate if there is another way that maybe we side something to get me more monster interruptions now that we don't have Apollousa. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check if there is something that is worth doing. But maybe that's it. One cool thing that I was thinking was the rank 7, you know? Sorry, rank no, synchro. The synchro 7 card pool. Because Finn's mid is always 6, and one and your engine could be 1. Like, if you set up like a clear win, I think. Oh no, he doesn't negate Nibiru, but yeah, like he could be a good piece of endboard, let's say, you know? I'm just throwing out ideas. Uh, yeah. What else? Let me check the ban list real quick. What else am I forgetting about? La 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 la. Eve, snake, gimmick, brand, open, prosp, sanguine, grass, kill, dragon rulers, uh, tiger, colossus, Eve. Hmm, why Eve to 2? Like, I want to remember if Eve said something about soft ones per turn. Eve. Yeah, it says. It totally says everything once per turn. So why ip to 1? I don't see the reason. Like it's still like it's not like oh we can loop triple ip. No, and ip also is yeah bummer that we cannot link climb into Apollousa with this anymore. Mm, okay, so like I told you, if you get the fins meat, maybe you can get try to use a cool Synchro 7 piece and you know a Synchro 7 monster. Uh, what else? Ancient Fairy to 3, then Long to 3. I think they are also like once per turn. Yeah, it's once per turn, so you cannot look the synchro. And I'm not even gonna look at the Yangtze because that requires a lot of bricks. Um, Tiger, Colossus, Hoplarash. I guess there is one more monster that beats Nip. Like we could evaluate how often can we serve a Herald, but that requires a lot of commitment. Herald probably requires like a Mekanko engine to get the level 3s, and then our Infernoble one engine always get us level 1 and 3-1 Herald. But then still having a Angelic Access looks really hard for me. So yeah, I'm not sure. But keep an eye. If you found a good engine that gets you level 3s, maybe you can set up a Herald early. Maybe with the I don't know, turn scale. I mean, this guy is a 4 bodies, if I remember. But and then if you use him to make Chervini, Chervini can get you a Synchro 1. Wait. So he gets you Cherubini, and then you have him and Shade on board, and whatever you meal. Huh, that could work. No, never mind, never mind. Because when you set up Herald, she doesn't mill. Like, she stays there. So that's a counterintuitive. Yeah, yeah, doesn't even work. Would have been awesome though. I already thought about it. And he plus a level 1 extender, like, was Herald and then Angelica. That's insane. But no, no, Herald's not the way to go. Not the way to go. Mm, what's this negate though? Yeah, I'm just thinking too much. Like, I, there's maybe one more option, but this is plenty of options to evaluate. So this is what I'm gonna evaluate now. Uh, yeah, like, you know what? These two are not like this is, yeah. This is the stuff that I'm gonna evaluate. The variants. Yeah, these, yeah, 4 variants. Like, let me cut all of this. Okay, so I'm gonna put it easier to understand. So right now, my job at the lab is going to be to check if we move on to triple gearfried and like trying to set up gearfried. If we play the variant with Finsmith because of Caesar, the adventure token because of Griffon Negate, the Flame Swordsman because of this guy and the Double Book of Moon, or the Revolution because of Crystal Wing. Okay, I think that's all that I have to evaluate, and then decide, okay, which one of these five is the best way to go. And then also, we gotta check if we play one it. I mean, yeah, you know what? Yeah, just play this. If you have it played, I don't think it's gonna be a yes or no answer. Like, yeah, you probably play this in every variant if you get the cards. Um, okay, so we stay with this at the end. These 14 cards are never cuttable. Then you evaluate if you can play that. You evaluate if you fit the Oliver as well. Yeah. Also, maybe without Wanted on Witch and OSS, maybe you could cut the Ricardero. Keep an eye on that. Yeah, maybe. So that's it. So we have this 20 main deck monster that, yeah, you decide if this last go or not. If Yeah, but from Rhoda, let's say Rhoda. This 13 you always play. This you evaluate. I mean, this if you afford. This, trust me, Oliver is optional. It's not mandatory. This extra deck you play no matter what, and then you evaluate these variants. At least on DB where you can have all of these cards for free. But then you just play the one that is more accessible to you, I guess. Hmm. And then you also decide if you play hand traps or ball breakers. And there you have your Infernoble variant. Yeah. I mean, uh, I wish I could just enter into the lab with you, but I can't focus enough. Yeah, when I enter into the lab, I cannot be talking this much. I have to be quiet in silence, thinking in Spanish, because in Spanish I can think faster. That's weird, I know. And then doing a lot of test hands and imaginary matches in my mind where I can like think faster than just going into one game and playing a full game. Yeah, maybe I can reduce these five to just two and maybe just evaluate those two in actual games. Because first, with a big list of pros and cons, you can probably tell which one of these is the worst. Yeah. Okay. Uh, Thanks so much for watching. I think that was a lot of time that we spent together here. Yeah, an hour 15 minutes. That was good. That was good. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I appreciate it. I hope you find valuable this live stream. What I think when I see a ban list. I think this is way better than just a ban list reaction. Uh, I mean, not other content creators like my previous ban list reactions, because I like giving out my ideas like this and reading what you have to say. Yeah. Thanks to you guys. And yeah, let's also please join the Discord if you haven't joined yet. I wanna get the invitation, invite people, and I wanna put it here. Wait a second. I'm gonna put it here, and then I'm gonna put it in the YouTube. Okay, so there you go. Please join if you haven't. My Discord has been this server has been quiet for a while, but now with the ban list, I'm running. Probably gonna start talking like every day, maybe. Yeah. Uh, that's it. That's it. I think I have nothing else to say. I need to drink water. I'm running out of breath or words. Okay, so goodbye, everybody. Have a good one. Let's end this.